Hello. I hope all is well. I hope all is well with you and yours. All those who believe in the Messiah, as well as those who are looking and searching and on the fence. I hope you make up your mind soon that the Messiah is the way, the truth, and the life. Yes. In whatever name that the Most High Yah and His Holy Spirit has graced you to call the Messiah. Like I said, I've been graced to call him Yeshi. Yeshi. Some people will say Yeshai, but true Hebraic dialect is E. We don't end things with a elongated I, like Adonai and Rabbi. That's European. Israelites ended everything with an E, like Rabbi, excuse me. Yeshi, Elohi, Adoni. so, anyways, I mean, that's true. That's what it is. But I don't mean to ramble. My thoughts for today. I really have nothing coordinated as to like with the time change. I'm not gonna front. I have been staying in bed more often than not. Than getting up and looking into the word. But I have been doing my personal Bible reading and, studying. So we always need to do that. But what Most High tells me personally, I don't really share with, the body, because that's my personal study. Just like in your personal study, you wouldn't. No, sometimes you can. Sometimes it can apply to others, and you want them to gain that benefit. But sometimes it's just personal between you and the Most High. So you have to be able to discern those moments and those times. Yeah. We just have to keep building ourselves up on our most holy faith. Keeping a positive mind, seeking first the kingdom and the Most High's righteousness. What does He deem acceptable and righteous in His eyes? And being peaceable with all men. And sometimes peaceable is just holding your tongue, not clapping back. If you know someone's not gonna listen to you, if you know someone's not receptive, just let them learn the hard way. If you've admonished them and admonished them and admonished them, there's a point where it's just like you're throwing your pearls before swine. And keeping joy, always staying joyful, just having this inner, it's like an inner joy, kind of borderlines happiness, contentment, and peace, all wrapped up into one. Joy is like an inner knowing that my definition of joy is an inner knowing that you are pleasing the Most High, and He just gives you an inner contentment and an inner delight. Just, you just have joy. And Satan is so busy. Now, some of our Israelite brothers and sisters are keeping the Passover. I do believe in keeping Passover now. I don't broadcast it because I don't want to debate and argue with people as to what day it is and what the season is. So I did keep Passover. And it's not difficult to keep. The Messiah instituted um, the Lord's Supper, the Adonis Supper. Some people call it the Last Supper. And then he said, "Do this in remembrance of me." Every time you drink this cup, every time you eat this bread, until you are remembering and proclaiming the death of the Messiah until he returns. The Apostle Paul even as well mentioned that we need to keep doing this. So if the Messiah, who was a part of the old covenant, said, "Do this in remembrance of me," that's really all we need. But then the Apostle Paul, who is, known as the new covenant, apostle, even to the Gentiles, he's saying, keep the Passover. And it's not difficult. I keep the Passover and the 7 days of unleavened bread. I try to keep all the feasts, but I've already, based on the calendar the Most High gave me, I already kept the Passover. But we are in the land of our captivity. No one truly knows exactly where we are. We just pray to the Most High and just receive, as best as we can, and believe upon that we receive the understanding and the truth. So I feel that the Most High gives us grace and he's pleased. However, as long as we're giving him our best and we're trying and we're not just doing our own thing, that he finds that acceptable to him. He knows we're in a captivity. He knows we're scattered. We're not all together as one unit, one nation. So I believe he is pleased as long as we're trying to keep his word. And I believe every believer in the Messiah should be drinking that cup and eating that bread because, as he said, "Do this in remembrance of me." His apostles, he established that with his apostles, and his apostles take it to Israel and then they take it to the nations. So that's something. If you don't do nothing else, if you don't keep no other feast, you must keep the feast of Passover. And I don't eat bread made by non-Israelites when it comes to the unleavened bread. I make my own unleavened bread. It's very simple. You can use, wheat flour. You can use white flour. I put a little olive oil in it. I put a little water in it. And lately I've been seasoning it a little bit. I'll do like parsley. I'll do a little pepper, and I'll do some herb garlic salt. And of course I'll make it every day, but on that 8th day, if it falls on a Sabbath day, I won't make the bread. I'll make enough to last. I've made the unleavened bread, like honey bread. You make your unleavened bread, wheat, flour, olive oil, and you put honey in it. That was really good. I've made that one year. And I've made it without any seasoning or anything sweet with it, just plain unleavened bread. So, yeah, man, yeah. There's a lot going on in the world, as we know. More to come. But y'all, we need to stay prayed up. The devil is busy. He's trying to take people out. He's trying to end marriages. He's trying to, those who are waiting for marriage and preparing themselves, being a wife, being a husband, preparing for the role of a husband. Like, the role of a husband is a lot. You have to be governed by the Messiah. You have to know how to lead. You have to know how to temperate yourself. You know, a lot of stress is on the shoulders of a man, you know, to take care of the whole family, especially in this economy, especially being a black man. They have it, you guys have it tough, as well as the black woman, the Israelite woman. But as a unit, as a whole, if we stick together, if we know how to speak with one another, if we know how to, you know, just communicate. Communication is key, you know, and know how to, there's a saying, fight fair. Like when you come to a disagreement, don't, you know, be careful with your words. You know, you love that person. You want to do everything you can to mend relationships, to heal, not to hurt and tear down. Like that's your better half. That's your best friend. That's your life partner, you know? So I don't understand why people, you know, just want to tear each other down. Like, why are y'all even together? But yeah, Satan's attacking marriages. He's attacking single people with lust. He's even trying me. I'm like, Sovereign, please send my husband immediately, speedily, because I was going through it, y'all. Like, Satan do not care. He will send anything, and he'll try to make it stick. He will send, I don't even want to say, he sent an old white man with some money. Married, okay? So I'm like, why would I even be interested? I mean, I know if you listen to a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of women will say, hey, that's a bag, you know, do that, get what you can out of the situation. That's the worldly mind. That's not the biblical mind. That's not righteous. Why would you, how is the Most High gonna bless you with a marriage if you ruining someone else's marriage? And then we should not, I don't know, there's a lot of fornicating Christians out there, women and men, you know, preaching the word, but yet sleeping with other people unmarried, or if they're married, they're sleeping with people, up in pulpits fornicating, but yet speaking a word with some, you know, with illegal authority. Like, get it together, people. Repent and turn around and stop that mess, because the Most High is dealing out judgments every day, and you don't know what your judgment is gonna be. Yes, it gets hard. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, you have those moments. And my ladies, when we come off our cycle and we're ovulating, that's the most craziest time, because your body be calling like, come put this baby inside of me right now. I need it right now. I don't understand. It's crazy. And it could change. It fluctuates like different. I don't know why I'm getting on this. Anyways. Yes. So I understand, ladies. Men, I don't know. If it's strong for a woman, I can only imagine what a man is feeling, because nowadays women are just scantily clad. Everything is showing tight. Booties out. Breasts are out. And then don't let them be attractive. Don't let them have it all together. Hair, nails, toes, face. You're going to have to pray hard every day to not fall, because you never know what is wrapped up in that, you know. Even worldly people have songs. Never trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is poison. Okay, but that's true. It's so many diseases out here. You don't want to catch. You might just slip up and catch something that you can't get rid of, and yeah, you might just catch a baby, unwanted pregnancy. You might just just ruin your whole reputation. Like, I just think about it. Yes, the temptation is tempting, but would you want to ruin your reputation with the Most High? Not even you ruin your reputation with man. That's even awful. But with the Most High, and you gotta try to fix everything, and it's still damage control, and then you ruin someone else's life, even though they partook willingly. They're still it's too much at risk. It's too much to just say, you know what, I'm gonna do this and forget everything else. It's not worth it if you just take a deep breath, give yourself a day, think about it, go take a cold shower. I mean, cancer is increasing, all types of cancer. They say young people now. So usually it's like 60 and up. Now it's like 40 and up, and even younger. Breast cancer, rectal cancer, all types of brain cancers, measles. Wash your hands, people. That's what the Most High has been stressing as well. Wash your hands. I wash my hands so much, they get so dry. When I come home, I wash my hands before I touch anything. I don't just go straight to the refrigerator. I don't just sit down, start watching TV. No, I go and wash my hands. Before I make food, I wash my hands. If you're dining out, pray to the Most High as to where you should go. Okay, yes, we need direction that specific. Most High, is this restaurant a decent place for me to go? Wash your hands. If you're seated, once you're seated, wash your hands. Somebody will wait at the table while you go wash your hands, and you come back. Somebody, they'll go wash their hands. We just had to be. It's too much going on, y'all. And it's best. We might have to get. It's gonna become a time where we're not gonna be able to eat out at all. It's just too much at risk. It's just too much at stake. Some of our luxuries are gonna have to be in the past. Can we come to grips with that? We're gonna have to give up some of our luxuries. So, and we're still waiting for the Pope to pass. I believe they're just keeping him alive by machine. I think they have him on 2 breathing machines for his, like, pumping his lungs to keep him breathing. How is he can't do his job, whatever that is. How is he can't properly function in his office as Pope hooked up to a breather. He's either going to have to, resign, or they're going to have to pull the plug and let his body just do what it's going to do. So I think it's going to come down to that. And like I said, the Most High put it on my heart that it's all about Israel in the end. He let me know the Antichrist is black, genetically half black, because he let me know it's Obama. And that the Pope is going to be the Congolesian. I truly believe that. I truly believe the Pope is going to be the Congolesian, because in the end, it's all about us. So Satan's going to have his 2. The Most High is going to have his 2. His 2 witnesses, Revelations 11, his 2 witnesses who were in times past 2 prophets, whom he woke up to meet his son, Matthew 17, and whom will be in the end times preaching and debunking all the wicked satanic wonders that the false prophet, the Pope, and the Antichrist, Obama, is going to be doing. Satan has his too. The Most High has his too. It's going to be a showdown while the Antichrist is reigning. And Malachi 4, chapter 4, Eliah comes first to restore all things, the Messiah says, to turn the hearts of the children back to the fathers and the hearts of the fathers back to the children. Otherwise, the Most High would send a curse on the earth, because it's just gotten too sad, too pitiful how Israel is looking in the world. And we have no shame. We have no shame. It's crazy. The Gentiles know how to family better than us. That's a crying shame. That's a crying shame. And we think that's cute. We think that's normal. We think that's okay. We think that marriage is for other people. We think that families and having fathers in the home are for other people. This is sad. We so worried about being tied down to one man and one woman. I'm not saying that the Gentiles aren't cheating. And I'm not saying that it's okay to be cheating. I'm just saying we can't even seem to get married and stay together. You know, yes, you know, as we age, we're going to go through changes. No one's going to stay the same. Some remain looking better than others. You know, you have to keep yourself up as best as you can for yourself and your partner, because attraction is key. I mean, you were attracted originally. You have to do your best to stay attracted to one another, whether that includes eating properly, working out, you know, putting yourself together, you know, doing your hair, not always being in a bonnet, dressing nice, you know, not just wearing a big t-shirt to bed. You know, what does your partner like? Does he like you in your birthday suit? Okay, wear your birthday suit to bed. If he likes you in a silky, you know, negligee, see if he likes you in a silky nightgown, wear a silky nightgown. Buy her a silky nightgown. Does she like you? Vice versa. Does she like you in your birthday suit? Wear your birthday suit. Does she like you in some boxers? Wear your boxers. Does she like you in a wife beater? Wear your wife beater. I mean, there's a better word, but wear your muscle shirt, whatever that is. You know, just do what pleases the other person, and your relationship is gonna be good. Like, I heard one preacher, I don't follow him, I don't remember who he was, but he was like, get what you like. Like, we're not living in times of arranged marriages. I mean, some people may still get arranged marriages, and some people need some arranged marriages, but for the most part, you can choose your own mate. You know, men, you can choose who you want to marry. Women, you can choose who you want to accept. So I don't understand why 2, 3, 4, 5 years in we look at elsewhere. I don't understand. If we chose what we wanted, now if we got what we liked, you like a slim, thin woman who don't gain no weight, get you a slim, thin woman don't gain no weight. You like hips and lips and thighs, and get you a woman got some hips, lips, and thighs. The Most High has an abundance, okay? The Most High is not lacking, okay? He will bring you, you serve the Most High, he will bring you the desires of your heart. Fellas, you want a thick, whatever you like, whether she's in a whole nother country, whether she's in a whole nother state, town, the Most High will put y'all together. He will make y'all paths cross, okay? Just like he did with Isaac and Rebekah. Abraham's servant went to the land of Abraham and the land of his relatives. He didn't know what woman he was going to get. He didn't even know if he was going to come back with a woman for Isaac. And the Most High blessed him on his way. He prayed about it. And he was specific. He was specific. And the Most High answered him specifically. And Rebekah came out. Did everything he asked. Greeted him. Gave him water. Watered all his camels until they were finished drinking. You know, she was not lazy. She was a worker. She was beautiful. She was humble, modest. Because when she came and saw Isaac walking to meet them, she came off her horse and put her shawl on, wrapped herself, you know, out of respect for him. The Most High is not, you know, short. His hand will bless. He part of the Red Sea. Bringing you a spouse is nothing. I mean, that's easy. You just have to live right, serve him, and at the right time. You just don't know why it's taking so long. Your spouse may be getting prepared. Your spouse, he may be training your spouse on how to govern y'all's marriage. He may be training your spouse on how to submit to you and accept your headship. He may be healing your spouse's broken heart from past relationships, especially in this time. You know, a lot of us are not like Isaac and Rebekah, virgins and never been in a relationship. I think Isaac was married at 40 years old. So he stayed with his parents until he was 40 years old. And yeah, so most of us, by the time we get 40, we probably had all type of relationships. Some didn't have kids. Most didn't have kids, children. Been married a few times. So we're coming with baggage. And a lot of us are not coming as virgins. Hopefully we have, you know, a lot of us haven't had too many, because that will even put a strain on a relationship. Because you don't know how to be settled down and satisfied with one, because you didn't had too many, you know. I was watching a show the other day, this Level Up show, just to get the mind of our people, just to understand that, just to try to gauge where our people are at. This woman in DC said that she didn't had every attractive man in the city, and she doesn't know why she can't find love. I said, oh my goodness, she's going to have to move to another state, because you want to know why you can't find love? They're all talking. They all had you. Like,